to say that a lot of the times my daughter and I will look back and at the part where we came from and everything, and recognize that Miles is never going to know that kind of life, and we're both very proud of that. He's never going to be cold at night. He's never going to know what that's like. He's never going to know what it's like to have, you know, neighbors that party all night. He's never, like, it's just a different way of living. And Sierra and I have gone through a few pretty terrible places, from low-income housing, co-op housing, subsidized housing. We get bounced around a lot because although it's affordable, it's not always child appropriate. Comparing the two kids growing up, Sierra got to experience Habitat for Humanity, so she has a large faith in humanity now. Like, it brings a lot of people together. So the fact that she knows how good people can be, it's driven her a little bit further, where he may not have that same, he won't recognize that, where she already has that appreciation for people, for volunteers, for people who are willing to give their time and their effort. And, yeah. I always get emotional when I talk about the volunteers. It's, the best part about living in this house is the fact that I know the people who helped build it. I walk into the house and you feel the love that people put in. They invested themselves, and it's very touching. And I feel very honored that people would go to such extreme, I don't even know, like, there was people climbing the roof, there was people climbing the trusses, so there's no words I could say how grateful I am for all the help that people put in, volunteer-wise. Oh my God, you need to go. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that's, the volunteers, yeah, there's nothing I could say that could show how thankful I am for that.
Excited. It felt sort of like not real at the beginning, did it? Because we've seen it be built from ground up, and we were here as well working on it. And at first, it just seemed very surreal. You just could pinch yourself that it was happening. But it was, before we knew it, like I say, Halloween, we were moving in. Next thing you know, the holidays were here. We were celebrating Christmas in our home, and it was just a great happy time. Well, it was amazing when I started working on the site and actually worked with some of the volunteers. The outpouring of love, they were just so kind and so supportive and happy for me. I can remember the one time I went to the trailer and they were saying, "Oh, the Habitat lady, the one that has the poor kids, she's on site today." And I felt like some kind of a celebrity. And they're like, "I wonder which one she is." And I'm like, I dare say anything. And so I finally turned around and said, "Hi, I'm Darlene, and yes, you're building a home for me, so thank you." They were like kind of starstruck, and it was kind of cute because you don't think of yourself as a celebrity by any means, but the way they're whispering it was so endearing. But they were just so very supportive. Our other complex where we used to live, it was a very close-knit community, and the fact that we moved in, there were a lot of people already established themselves, so you just kind of kept to yourselves. And here, I know the people in the area from when I used to do my volunteer work up here, and the kids' friends are up here, so we just felt like we came back home.
It was super nice to me. I always had lots of fun when I was allowed to come, because I was underage, so I wasn't really supposed to be on the site, so I wasn't allowed to do work, but I could stay in the little trailer at the back.
I wore a hard hat.
And I got to wear a hard hat even though I was in the trailer. But no, and it just confirms that, that there's so much good, and everyone just, like, they're so willing to help. Like, we've got boards in the basement that all the volunteers signed, and there's so many names on them, so it's just incredible to see how many names are on there. And we had an open house. There was like pictures of each of the families in the other house, and the people could sign around the borders of the thing rooms too. And again, there's just so many names, and it's just, because it's not just one person job. So there are so many faces that help put up the the house. And you still bump into people and they're like, hey, yeah, I helped build your house, and it's like, thank you.
Yeah. If everyone took an interest in at least one charitable organization, I think this world would be in a better place. Because there's so many things, so many people in need, and you spread yourself so thin. And I've often said, if everyone just picked one charity and put their heart and soul in that, the charities would be in a much better place.